All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, hate it or love it, but Tom Brady is heading back to the Super Bowl for a record-setting 10th time. Yesterday, Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the Green Bay Packers 31-26 to win the NFC Championship. This is just the second time that the Bucs will appear in the Super Bowl, while Brady got there in his first season in Tampa. Tampa will also be the first team in Super Bowl history to play the championship game on their own home field. Now, make no mistake about it, Brady was not at his best yesterday as he threw 3 interceptions in the second half, but he took care of business when he needed to. I mean, you look at a guy like Tom Brady, he came out like gangbusters, as did this Bucs offense. It was big for them, I think, to get the opening kickoff and march right down the field and get a touchdown when Brady connected with Mike Evans on a 15-yard score to give Tampa the early 7-0 advantage. Brady led the Bucs on 3 scoring drives in the first half. And for me, I think the one that kind of like gave Tampa the momentum they needed was just before the first half ended when Brady connected with Scotty Miller on a 39-yard touchdown pass to give the Bucs the 21-10 lead heading into the intermission. Tampa was able to build off of that momentum as Green Bay got the ball to start the second half. And, they forced a turnover, and immediately Tampa Bay was able to capitalize on that as they got another touchdown when Brady connected with tight end Cameron Brate with just about a minute into the second half. And now Tampa was up 28-10. Green Bay did attempt to rally, and they had their chances. Like I said, Brady did throw 3 interceptions in the second half, rather. 2 of them I will put on him. One, I think Mike Evans could have made a better effort to make the catch, and he didn't. But make no mistake about it, this Bucs defense, they were up for the challenge. They've been playing lights out during this postseason run for Tampa. We saw them get that confidence last week when they beat the New Orleans Saints. We saw a good pass rush once again from the likes of Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaq Barrett yesterday. Devin White, the outstanding linebacker, has really stepped up. The Bucs had injuries in their secondary, but it seems like every single week somebody is stepping up in this unit, and that is a credit to defensive coordinator Todd Bowles. To me, I thought that Packers head coach Matt LaFleur outthought himself. I think that the Packers went for that 2-point conversion too early on in his contest. I think they should have saved it and kept it in their hip pocket. I know that the pass was dropped. It really should have been caught, but make no mistake about it, I would have held on to that. And I think the ultimate thing that Matt LaFleur is going to get questioned on, and he rightfully so should be questioned on, is when you're down 31-23 with just over 2 minutes left in this contest, and, 4th and goal, and you decide to kick the field goal, and you got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. I don't know about you, but I'm taking my chances with number 12 and I'm talking about number 12 in green and gold, because you look at the scenario, 31-23, you got a situation where, you still got all 3 timeouts. So if you don't score and you stop them from getting a first down, you're going to get the ball back in good field position. And I still like number 12's chances. Right there, you kind of let Tampa and Brady off the hook. It's a situation, they know that they have to run out the clock. They were able to do that. I know that there are going to be some people who are going to say it's a controversial pass interference call. It was pass interference. However, the refs were letting both teams play throughout the day because there was PI that wasn't called by the refs throughout the contest. So it's going to be a gray area there for a lot of people. Make no mistake about it, the Bucs were able to get out of there with the win. To me, this is another setback to the legacy of Aaron Rodgers. He's now 1-4 in the NFC Championship game. What can you say? This is the first time on his own home turf, and he simply did not get it done. Aaron Rodgers was good, but he was not great, and there's a difference in that. And he needed to be great yesterday to help the Packers get back to the Super Bowl. That was not the case. Like I said before, the Bucs really stepped up. You look at this pass rush. This pass rush of the Bucs affected the Packers when they met during the regular season. They still could not fix their issues at stopping the Bucs defensive ends in this contest. Tampa was really able to capitalize on that. They kept Aaron Rodgers in the pocket. They did not allow him to scramble as much as he likes to scramble. And, because of that, that is a big reason why Green Bay is home right now. For Bruce Arians, he's had good teams before with the Arizona Cardinals, and now he is finally getting to the big dance as a head coach. And I think that's big for him. This is also big for the legacy of Tom Brady, because there were a lot of people who said Tom Brady was a system guy. Tom Brady could not get it done outside of New England. And in his first season, he has proven those people wrong. He got the Bucs to the playoffs. They hadn't made the playoffs since 2007. It's a situation then you finally overcome, the issues of the New Orleans Saints. This team got dominated by the Saints in the regular season. You cannot overlook that. And then you go on the road and win the NFC Championship. 10th time in the Super Bowl. You don't do that by accident. What you're seeing right now, and I said it before and I'll say it again, you're seeing the best quarterback play ever. And I'm not going to go out there and sugarcoat it and say that Brady was magnificent yesterday, because he was not. He was good for a half, the first half. But he did make the necessary plays in the fourth quarter when they needed him. Tampa got the win. I like their chances against Kansas City in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to go out there and say that they are a shoo-in. Of course, these two teams did meet in the regular season, and Kansas City beat Tampa Bay in Tampa. So that's definitely on the mind of both teams. But I do like Tampa's chances. I'm going to give them a punching chance in this contest. And like I said it before, and I'll say it again, you don't bet against Tom Brady in the month of January or even in the month of February for the Super Bowl. He simply finds a way to get it done. Sometimes it's not pretty, but you know what? We're not talking about style points. We're talking about wins and losses. Nobody's won more games than him. In this time of the year. Nobody's won more titles as a player than him this time of the year during the Super Bowl era. So you got to respect what you're seeing. This was not an accident. This was not a fluke. The winning attitude of Tom Brady is infectious, and it's rubbed off on these Bucs. Remember, people are going to say, well, this was a talented Bucs team. They had guys in place before. They still didn't make the playoffs. And when you have a guy that walks into your locker room that commands that type of respect, that wants you to take your game to the next level, regardless if you're an offensive player or a defensive player, you have no choice but to step up. And I guarantee you, this time last year, this Bucs teams, especially on defense, they wouldn't have made those plays. These guys are going out there, they're flying around because they know if they get the football back to number 12, he's a guy that's going to give them an opportunity to win a game. You look at the receivers, obviously there were some drops yesterday. Chris Godwin did come up with some big catches for Tampa, as did the rookie Deontay Johnson. But I think this team, they're going to be prepared. They're going to be hyped up to be playing at home. This is good for the Bucs that they get 2 weeks, just for the simple fact that you get a guy like Ronald Jones with that quad injury, an opportunity to rest some. Hopefully he can be at close to 100%. You just hopefully, if you're Tampa Bay, you don't want to disrupt your rhythm right now, because you are a very hot club. But I think this is a big step for Tampa Bay, big step for the NFL, because we've never seen a team make the Super Bowl or play in the Super Bowl on their own home field. So I think this is going to be very exciting. And for Tom Brady, to me, win or lose in the Super Bowl, I think he has quieted a lot of his haters, because now people cannot say that he can't get back to the big dance without Bill Belichick or without being outside of the New England Patriots organization. He's done it. The Sunday is made. Now it's just a matter of fact of whether he can put that cherry on the top in 2 weeks and get a 7th Super Bowl championship. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to thank all of you subscribers out there. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out, drop a line, and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.